How to maintain high level of discipline in the classroom. Hello and welcome to our video on how to maintain a high level of discipline in the classroom. As a teacher, maintaining discipline in the classroom is one of the most important aspects of your job. It not only helps students learn better but also creates a safe and productive environment for everyone. So, in this video, we will discuss some tips and strategies that will help you maintain discipline in the classroom. Tip 1. Establish clear rules and expectations. The first tip to maintain discipline in the classroom is to establish clear rules and expectations from the very beginning. Make sure that you communicate these rules to your students and explain why they are important. Be consistent in enforcing these rules and let your students know that there will be consequences for not following them. Tip 2. Use positive reinforcement. Using positive reinforcement is another effective way to maintain discipline in the classroom. When a student behaves well, give them positive feedback and praise them. This will encourage them to continue with good behavior. It is important to note that positive reinforcement should be used consistently and for all students, not just a select few. Tip 3. Address problems early. Another important tip to maintain discipline in the classroom is to address problems early. When you notice a student behaving inappropriately or not following the rules, address the problem immediately. Don't wait for the behavior to escalate and become a bigger problem. Tip 4. Use varied teaching techniques. Using varied teaching techniques can also help maintain discipline in the classroom. Boredom can often lead to disruptive behavior, so it is important to keep students engaged and interested. Use different teaching techniques, such as group work, discussions, and hands-on activities to keep your students engaged and focused. Tip 5. Be fair and consistent. Lastly, it is important to be fair and consistent when maintaining discipline in the classroom. All students should be treated equally, and consequences should be the same for all students who break the rules. Students should know what to expect if they misbehave, and consequences should be enforced consistently. Tip 6. Encourage active participation. Encourage active participation from your students by asking them questions, allowing them to share their thoughts and ideas, and creating opportunities for them to contribute to class discussions. When students are engaged and feel like they have a voice in the classroom, they are more likely to behave well. Tip 7. Create a positive learning environment. Creating a positive learning environment can also help maintain discipline in the classroom. This means creating a classroom that is welcoming, inclusive, and respectful. Take the time to get to know your students and their individual needs, and create a space where everyone feels comfortable and supported. Tip 8. Use non-verbal cues. Non-verbal cues can also be effective in maintaining discipline in the classroom. These can include things like using eye contact, using a firm tone of voice, and using gestures to communicate expectations. When used appropriately, non-verbal cues can communicate to students that you are in control and that you expect them to behave well. Tip 9. Give students responsibility. Giving students responsibility can also help maintain discipline in the classroom. This can include things like assigning classroom jobs or tasks, allowing students to take ownership of their learning, and giving them opportunities to make decisions about their own behavior. When students feel like they have a role to play in the classroom, they are more likely to take their behavior and learning seriously. Tip 10. Be consistent with rewards and consequences. Finally, it is important to be consistent with rewards and consequences. When students behave well, make sure to acknowledge and praise them consistently. Similarly, when students break the rules, make sure to enforce consequences consistently. This will help students understand what is expected of them and will help maintain a positive and productive learning environment. Conclusion. In conclusion, maintaining discipline in the classroom is crucial for creating a productive and safe learning environment. By establishing clear rules and expectations, using positive reinforcement, addressing problems early, using varied teaching techniques, being fair and consistent, encouraging active participation, creating a positive learning environment, using non-verbal cues, giving students responsibility, and being consistent with rewards and consequences, you can effectively maintain discipline in your classroom. We hope you found these tips helpful. Thank you for watching.